Well, it wasn't a pretty game. We've been off for 2 weeks, and I think game shape was one of our issues tonight. We haven't played a game, like I said, in a couple weeks, and it really felt like we were not in great game shape. But Kyle made some big shots, made some big free throws down the stretch, and even though we didn't play well or secure our rebounds real well, I'll take the win.
Is it kind of nice to get the monkey off of the back and stop that losing slide?
It is, but you know what? During the game, you're not really thinking about it so much. You're really thinking about obviously each play and possession or whatever. But now that I'm sitting here, yes.
Did you make adjustments? Because Murbach obviously was their offense in the first half. You pretty much shut him out in the second.
Yeah, we put Bickler on him. Big adjustment by us. Jamison had a tough time with him. Murbach's obviously a really nice player, and Jamison's a little bit smaller too, so he was able to shoot over him. Bickler did a really nice job on him in the second half, and especially down the stretch. He didn't. He got a couple shots off, but he didn't hurt us as much. But yeah, just exchanging Bickler and putting him on there and putting the clamps on him, he did a great job.
Kyle, what did you do on him?
Just play defense, kept him in front of me. Nothing special to it, just kept him in front of me, worked hard.
Offensively, Kyle, you got off to a little bit of a slow start, but you just kept shooting and they started falling for you.
It's both with the coaches and the players, our teammates. They kept telling me to shoot the ball, and I knew with the absence of Dario and Matt, I had to step up and knock down some jump shots, and I did.
Pace at 16 rebounds today. And you could tell the difference when he had that foul trouble because there weren't a lot of rebounds to be had when he was gone.
Well, it's funny, I looked at the stats mark and I was like, oh, he had 60. It didn't seem like it to me. You know what I mean? Because obviously when we gave up 7 or 8 offensive rebounds, I felt like we were an absolutely awful rebounding team. But no, Mark did a good job. We just got to do better. As a team and as a group, our last 3 or 4 minutes, we've just not been very good. And even though we made some shots and we hit some free throws, our rebounding was poor. Every facet of the game in the last 3 or 4 minutes has to be good. You just can't give up easy baskets. You can't give up offensive rebounds. You got to make your free throws, not turn it over. So, in certain regards, defensively, we did a much better job. We knocked down some free throws, made some shots, but we got to get better at rebounding.
I thought McGinty played well off the bench today.
Timmy's one of those guys where he has no fear. He'll take any shot. You know what I mean? If he misses 7 or 8 in a row, and that's the kind of attitude that you have to have. He gets down on himself a little bit, but if he's open, he's going to take the shot. Timmy's going to be a nice player for us. He had a big block down the stretch and hit a 3, his first one of the year, I believe, and hit a nice little pick and roll for a shot. Hopefully that'll get Timmy going and he'll build some confidence for him.
One of the things I thought was interesting when you look at how this game kind of transpired a little bit, it seemed like you got a lot of production from the guys coming off the bench today.
Well, if you look at our team, I've been trying to find a rotation, and we've been playing 12, 13 guys, and because I really feel like we haven't had anybody really kind of step out or step up to a certain extent. But everyone's capable. I mean, we have 10 guys that are capable of playing a lot of minutes. It's just a matter of what we're trying to do now is trying to figure out our roles. Our non-conference season's over. The rotation, I think we played maybe 10 guys tonight, so we haven't played as many. So hopefully this is one of those first games we can start kind of getting our roles a little bit better.
Kyle, is it a little easier for you to kind of fit in a little bit when there's, you guys got kind of know your roles around you?
Oh, absolutely, yeah. When everyone knows their roles, they know what coaches are expecting from them, and the players know how they're supposed to play and what they're out there to do, and that makes it a lot easier.
Green and Montgomery on the floor together a lot more. Is Nate figuring out his role as a number 2 as opposed to a point?
Yeah, you know what? Nate actually played like a point tonight. I mean, really, it was one of those games where I felt he distributed the ball. He got people some open shots tonight. We just didn't knock them down. But what I do like with Jamison, because Jamison's played well. When Nate obviously didn't play for about 4 games, Jamison really, really played well. So he needed to be rewarded, and so I didn't want to take him off the point. So putting Nate at the 2, because Nate's more of a scorer, but he can still create off as a 2. And I think, again, like tonight, I think Nate kind of took a little bit of a forward step in terms of scoring. And he did a really good job. I mean, he had 6 assists, But really, if some of those guys knock down some more shots, he really should have 11 or
Yeah.
12, in my mind.
Is it tough to get into a little bit of a rhythm over break here? I mean, you had the Vegas trip, which was almost 2 weeks ago, and now you're still on break and kind of have an opportunity to kind of refocus. And the schedule's different for you guys now as opposed to during the regular season.
Well, there's 3 seasons, right? There's the beginning of the season, end of the semester, right, in the finals, and there's the break season, and then there's getting back to the second semester, and then all of a sudden your schedule changes again. Your schedule changes 3 times during the course of the year. This is the longest break we've ever had in terms of playing. We had guys from out of state, and I felt it was important, at least as a group, to kind of have a good amount of time off, and kind of get our engines restarted. And then, we've kind of done some things a little bit differently in practice, pre-practice, getting more shots, trying to do things a little bit differently. And I thought offensively we actually executed a little bit better tonight. We just didn't knock down some shots. But yeah, not playing for 2 weeks. Somebody asked me, hey, how you gonna be tonight? I don't know. I mean, not having 2 weeks off, you just don't know. And we looked, we were sluggish, but hopefully we get this out of our way. And Rockford's good. I mean, they're one of the top teams in our division, so we're gonna have to play better.
Kyle, players' perspective along those lines about the schedule?
I think over the break and during practices, we've come together more as a team. The longer practices, we've and we go out to eat every day, so we kind of bond more, and I think that helps out on the court with the chemistry. And I mean, people are moving the ball better, and we've broke down some stuff, like Bunk said, and I think it's starting to show a little bit. Our defense was all right, minus the rebounding part, but we're starting to come along a little bit better as a team.
All right, thanks, guys.
All right, thanks.